Hello fellow modelers, this is Ron's Trains and More, back with another video here. I just thought I'd do a little update here, show you guys what I got going on here. And as I said in my last video, I got the Scaletrains engine I was going to get, the C39-8. Man, I've been wanting one of these things since they came out. This is just a beautiful locomotive. Scaletrains, man, that company's going to go far. They did such a good job on this engine. So I think I'm going to get some more of them. Their locomotives and rolling stock is just top notch. I mean, top quality. I wouldn't be surprised if they're not starting to get bigger than Atlas now, or even Cato, to be honest. I mean, it's crazy. I never thought a model could look like this, really, you know, besides maybe Oberlin Brass. I know back in the day Oberlin Brass did make one of these, but I mean, you know, who can afford $1,200 for a model train locomotive? That's just crazy. But I wanted one of these things for years and never could afford the Oberlin Brass one, but at least I got this one. But I tell you, I would completely compare this one to an Oberlin Brass. It looks like a brass engine. It really does. I mean, it's just top quality in my opinion. It runs perfect. It's got ESU lope sound in it. It's just, man, I love this thing. Now I want to get one of the -9 top hats. I've got to get one of those to run with this. Those things are awesome too. That's another engine I never thought anybody would ever make, besides Oberlin Brass. But anyways, this is it. I'll go on and show you this first. I know there's been a lot of reviews and things on these C39s on YouTube and things, but I'm not really going to do a review here. I just kind of wanted to show it off, to be honest. But man, this thing, that is just a beautiful locomotive. Now that's how you make an HO model train locomotive. Scaletrains has got it right. They know what they're doing. I mean, they're just, even the couplers, man. I even love those couplers. I mean, look at that, if you can see that. That's not a Katie. To be honest, I'm not really sure who made those couplers, or if that's maybe their own deal they're doing, but that is a great looking coupler. It looks just like a real coupler, even the color of it. It's just awesome. Boy, what a great engine. It's got a cab interior, and these are long hood forward locomotives. If you notice, they've got the F for the front on that end. So it does have, I think the chairs in it are turned around. It don't have a crew in it, but I'm planning on doing that. Putting an engineer and a conductor figure in there, so that'll look cool. But man, when I was a kid, I mean, I'm 43 years old, but when I was a kid, I remember seeing these C39s all the time, because I grew up along the rat hole, as they call it. You know, the CN&OTP out in Sunbright, Tennessee. You know, out that way up towards Oneida, Tennessee and Kentucky. And man, that's all I would see is those top hat C39s, GP60s pulling the Triple Crown road railers. I just fell in love with that stuff. I think that's why I model Norfolk Southern today. And the Southern Railway, you used to see those a lot too, the high hoods. But honestly, I never thought I'd own a model of one of the C39s. I mean, that's just such a unique locomotive. All the GE-8s, I've always liked those. I remember back in like '94 when Bachmann Spectrum came out with the -8 40Cs. God, I could not wait to get my hands on one of those. But man, it's just a great engine. Yeah, Scaletrains, if you end up seeing this video, you've got to do a -8 40C Norfolk Southern. That'd be awesome. Yep, because I plan on getting a top hat. And I want to get a -8 too, maybe run all three together. So that'd be awesome. And I gotta say, that lope sound in this thing, it sounds just like a GE. Just like a C39 starting up. It's just crazy. And the whistle sounds just like a Norfolk Southern whistle in my opinion. Pretty awesome. It's got the firecracker antennas on top. Now I painted that speed recorder just because, I mean, it looks so cool. It makes it stand out more. I think it looks awesome. Because if those didn't have all the dirt and grime and all that all over them in real life, they actually would be red. I'm pretty sure the color of those were red, but I think it makes it look awesome. Sorry about that, I had somebody come in the door there. But yeah, these are just great locomotives. I'll do a little run of it here in a minute. But I got my custom SW1500 switcher here. It turned out really good. Yeah, I think I'm getting ready to pull all this Kato track off just because I can't really set up my wide Kato curves on here. So I'm just going to put some code 100 on here. I think it'll look pretty good. I'll run my road railer train around this part of the layout here. And I'm going to build a big yard down here. I didn't have this in my last video. I built this here. Turned out pretty good. Of course it's not done yet, but I just run some Kato track up through there for right now. I use that code 100. I've got a lot of switches and stuff I'm going to put on there and make a yard. I got a lot of switches here. I think it's looking pretty cool so far. Once I get the yard built on here and all, it'll look cool. So I'll have a loop of 18 radius track on the other end, and this is going to be a yard. So I might put some mountains along the back side of it there. When I get done with those, it won't look like, pink foam. It'll look pretty cool. Yep, it's going to look pretty cool. I was going to do a switching layout, but I don't know. Their switching layouts are awesome, but they get a little boring after a while, kind of running them back and forth. Plus, I can still, once I run my Triple Crown road railer train on this part here, I can still do switching on that part down there in the yard. So that'll work out pretty good. Got my two exact rail cars sitting here. I love these things. That's one of my favorite hoppers right there, that Big John. That's another one I never thought anybody'd ever make. Exact rail box car. That thing's pretty detailed. I put a Digitrax decoder in that Kato SD45 there. Yeah, and I've got another video I'm going to be making here soon. I want to show you guys my new Miller Engineering neon sign that I ordered. It's going to go right on top of that Water Street Freight Terminal right there. Just like in Chattanooga, it's the neon Chattanooga choo-choo sign, and it lights up just like theirs does. So, and I think that's about a perfect terminal building kit to put it on top of, like the one they got in Chattanooga. So that's going to look cool. I'll do a video of it. But yeah, I just want to do a little update here and show you guys what I had going on, and show you this new Scaletrains engine. Tomorrow I'm actually getting an Atlas B23-7. It's going to be a Southern Railway high hood, and it's also going to have ESU Loc sound in it, so that ought to be pretty cool. I'll do a video on it also. I'm going to probably run it with this C39 for right now. I think that'll look alright. But anyways, if you guys enjoy the video, I'll do a little run here of this C39. Just couple onto these cars here and show you what it sounds like. Anyways, enjoy the video. Let's see, so F8, I've got an NCE power cab here, so F8 starts it up. I've already got it programmed, 8577. So let's start it up here. Thing sounds just like a GE starting up. C39. It's awesome. The number boards come on. Only thing that needs is a bunch of black smoke coming out the exhaust like those GEs would do. Well, maybe some flames too, because they always had flames coming out the exhaust on them. I guess that's why they call them coasters. But anyways, let me leave it here. Turn the headlight on. Yeah, they put some awesome LED lights on these too. The lights on these things are just awesome. The number boards and everything. It's got a bright headlight on it. See, I'll turn the bell on here. Yeah, and the whistle on it, it sounds just like a Norfolk Southern whistle too. It's crazy how real that sounds. Alright, let me back it up here. I like how slow motion they are too, just like a real one. You gotta wait on them to start up. Takes a minute to get them moving, just like a real one. Hope I'm not shaking the camera too much. Let's see, I may have to move those cars forward a little bit here. Sounds so real. Hand to God here, as they say. That normally couples the first time. Of course, while I'm making a video though, right? Alright, let me back it up here. The only thing I wish this Loke sound had that Scaletrains put in these locomotives is like the Tsunami 2, the crew talk, and like the defect detector and stuff. I just wish it had that on it. That's the only complaint that I have about this engine. Everything else, Scaletrains nailed it. It's just awesome. So, Scaletrains, if you hear this, it'd be awesome if your engines had like crew talk and stuff in them and like the defect detector. It's so cool. Pull it back forward here. Pretty awesome. I don't think that switch was slowed there. Nope, it wasn't. throw the switch here. Uh-oh. Yeah, I guess it was thrown. And a couple of these cars here. Forward. I love this prototype railroading. I've always been into that, detailing them and painting them, and yep, it's just awesome. Yeah, the yellow on those grab irons on the snowplow, I actually had to paint that too, but it's alright, it's not a big deal. Let's throw the switch here. You can get electric switch motors for these Kato switches, I just haven't gotten them yet. To me, it's a lot more fun to throw them by hand anyways. Man, that is so cool. Anyways, let me shut it down here. Anyways, I just thought I'd give you guys a look at this Scaletrains locomotive and what I got going on the layout here. F8 shuts it down. Yep, just like a real one. It's just like a real GE C39. So Scaletrains, you nailed it on this locomotive. Like I said, the only complaint I got is I wish it was like the Tsunami 2s and it had the defect detector and the crew talk and all that in it. But I mean, that's no big deal, you know. It's kind of cool having it on, I think, while you're running the engine. But man, that's a great locomotive. Anyways, yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys the Scaletrains locomotive and what I got going on here. And it's gonna look pretty good. I'll do another video here soon after I get all the other track on it and my yard done. And I'll do a video of that Southern B37 when I get it. But anyways, I appreciate all y'all watching and commenting. This is Ron's Trains and More, out.